Melanie with Dabble Makeup. So I'm gonna show you 3 quick tips that are really gonna help save you time when you're doing your makeup every morning. I know for a lot of us, like myself included, I'm a working woman, and for me, I have a routine where I wake up every morning, I do my hair, my makeup, and I get dressed so I look presentable when I go to work. So saving time in the morning is so important to me because I love to sleep and I hate to wake up, especially to an alarm. So it's hard for me to wake up. So if I can like slowly chip away at how long it takes me to get ready for work, and that means I can sleep longer, then I'm all about it. God forbid, you know, we end up taking too long doing our makeup and we're late or whatever the reason. So I'm gonna show you 3 tips that are something you've probably already heard of, but with everything going on in social media, we're tending to forget about it. So the first tip I'm gonna show you, and as you notice, I have no makeup on right now. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup on camera with you while I go over my 3 big tips. So the first tip is mineral foundation. Everything we see on social media these days is liquid foundation. Then we're putting highlight, then we're doing cream contour, and it's a lot. And women are forgetting that a lot of you already have beautiful, perfect skin, and you just need a little bit of extra oomph. I know for me, I have very so I have adult acne, so my skin tends to break out often and I get a lot of red spots, but even mineral foundation covers up all my blemishes, and I have a lot for an adult. So I know it's gonna work wonders for a lot of women too, because a lot of you don't even need that much, but social media is just showing us nothing but liquid foundation, and then you got to do your highlight, and then you got a and it's just so much makeup, and we all assume like, okay, that's the routine, that's what everyone's doing, that's what we got to do. No. Mineral foundation is all over Hollywood. It's all over working women. It's all, you know, moms are using mineral foundation. The real women are using mineral foundation all the time. And so I just want to remind you how much quicker it is to apply mineral foundation. It's way faster than the liquid foundation routine, especially when you add all the other elements to it. So let's go ahead and do this on camera. I'm going to show you how quick and simple it is to do mineral foundation. It's just, look, literally, like, for me, it's like, okay, here's how it goes. You reach into your drawer, you grab your mineral foundation, you grab your favorite fluffy brush. So I like using a blush brush when I do mineral foundation because it packs on the mineral foundation just a little bit heavier, because I need that extra coverage. Like I said, I have blemishes and I do want to cover them up. Liquid foundation is more coverage, depending on the type of liquid foundation. So it covers up my blemishes more, but it's just a lot of work sometimes. So what I do is I tap product into my lid, and then I just buff it in. And as you can see, it's already starting to make a big difference. And for those of you who are curious, I'm using Avon's Mineral Foundation.
I've tried all kinds of mineral foundation. I have almost a majority of the brands here in my workstation. But you know what? Avon is just a good quality product. It helps give me the coverage I want. It goes on the way I want, and I just love that.
So now what we're going to do is we're also going to do our under eye area and our eyelid. Because what I'm also going to teach you is another time-saving tip that I'm going to cover next, and you'll see why we're doing this as well. I always bring it down my neck because honestly my skin tone changes so much throughout the seasons, and it's a lot to have to go buy your matching skin tone every single time. It's a lot of money, it's a lot of time out of your day to go and purchase those items. So I like to continue to use my foundations throughout all seasons, and I just work on blending them well so they match with my current skin tone, whatever it may be. And that's it. Mineral foundation is the bomb. Okay. I'm like a fan. So the next time-saving tip I want to show you is lightly do your eyebrows. So when a lot of us are doing our eyebrows lately, we all want to fill them in because that's what we're seeing on social media, right? And sometimes without even realizing it, it looks cute in the mirror, but then we actually get out to work and we're in sunlight and there's different lighting, real lighting taking place. It can make our eyebrows look a little bit bricky, and that's not the look that we're all trying to go for. So what I like to do is just lightly fill them in, and when I'm doing this light, simple, quick look, I don't really fill them in here unless if that's something that you need to, like if you are trying to grow out hair in that area and you don't like it right now, then go ahead and fill it in. But otherwise, just filling in the center to the tail of your brow is going to be perfect. And it's just a super light touch. We're just kind of filling them just a little and giving them a little bit more structure to the shape. But when we don't go so like perfect and heavy with our eyebrow routine, we save about 5 minutes, depending on how long it takes you. I usually say 5 minutes because that's what I notice all my clients experience. Okay, so the other bonus tip on top of that is when your eyebrows are groomed on a normal basis and you learn how to do that. So if you go to get your eyebrows done by a professional salon, and you don't really feel comfortable doing your own, I would highly encourage you to at least learn how to maintain your eyebrows. So it's okay to completely go to a salon to have them shape them, tint them, and really help you get that look that you want. But then after you go to them, throughout that next week or 2 weeks, however long till you go back to the salon, I highly encourage you to learn how to keep them maintained and how to keep the shape that way, because that's going to save you so much time. Because when your brow shape is already on point, you're going to feel so much more confident in just doing a simple brow routine, and you're going to love it because it's going to be a lot more softer and natural, and I know you're absolutely going to love it. Okay, so that was the other tip. So the next tip that I want to show you is our eyeshadow routine, and this is your third time-saving tip. So again, what we're seeing all over social media is everyone's doing, you know, multiple colors. I myself love to do that all the time, but when I'm in a hurry and I need to save time, but I still want to look like I have that beautiful glam eyeshadow or even just like a subtle eyeshadow, what I do is I keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it to 3 eyeshadow colors only. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our blending brush and we're gonna go in with our skin tone shade, and we're just gonna set that all down as a base. What we're gonna do to save time is skip the primer, because that's about an extra minute per eye, depending on how long it usually takes you to dab that on and get that all ready, especially if you're using like a concealer for your eyeshadow primer. I wouldn't recommend that with mineral foundation because it would look a little off, because it's like very heavy coverage here, and then you have like a sheer mineral foundation coverage, so it would look a little off if you were to do it for a look like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that simple. Next, what I'm going to do is go in with the shade that I want. So I'm going to go in with this, it's like a matte purple, and I'm going to use the same brush because it's going to save me time. And I also know how to work with this brush to pack colors onto my lid. So it is a blending brush, and instead of like doing swiping motions, what we're going to do is take that eyeshadow product and tap it onto our lid. Now what we're gonna do is go into our crease, not pick up any excess product, and we're going to blend it out. Pack on more if you take away too much as you're blending, and then just softly re-blend again until you got the look and the pigmentation that you're going for.
Okay,
So now we got our eyeshadow on our lid and our crease, and what we're gonna do next is take a pencil brush and we're gonna take that same shade and we're gonna build it up in our lower lash line. And again, you don't have to use this shade. You can use any color that you want, any color that you like. This is just the example that I'm doing, but the technique here is to just use 3 shades of eyeshadow, whatever 3 they may be, to keep it simple, but that way it really eliminates how long it takes you to do your eyeshadow. Next, what I'm going to do is take a shimmery tone. So I'm going to go ahead and take this rose gold shimmer and I'm going to place it in the center of my eyelid only. You can imagine browns would look very beautiful with like a gold shimmer in the center. Blues would look very beautiful with the silver shimmer in the center. I mean, any color combination you can think of. Usually I do 1 shade like your skin tone, which is the base that we put down, and then the other 2 shades, just any 2 that you feel would pair well. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same shade, I'm going to take my finger as well, and I'm going to plop that into my tear duct. Then I'm going to take my blending brush one last time and just kind of soften it all up. And there we have a super simple eyeshadow look. This has saved me so much time by just minimizing how many shades I'm using. I'm still getting a full glam, beautiful look that I'm happy with. You know, it may not be the definition of other people's glam, but this is still, you know, a beautiful look for everyday like stuff that you're doing. If you're at work, in the office, it's a beautiful look. Now what I want to do is take an eyeliner pencil and go ahead and fill in my waterline. So this is a brown eyeliner pencil by NARS. I'm gonna add more dimension as well. Okay, so those were your 3 tips. Next, I'm gonna show you real quick how I would finish this look. I'm gonna take my mascara and go ahead and put just a dab on my lower lash line. Excuse me, my lower lashes. How many of you still make this face? I can't help it. It's a horrible habit that I've developed when I was really young. It's like the most ridiculous face and it does nothing. It doesn't make it easier to apply this, you know. Okay, so I just want a dab of mascara. Now what I'm going to do to go ahead and finish the look is I'm going to take a bronzing powder and also a blush. I'm going to take that same brush that I used to apply the mineral foundation. And I'm just going to run it and I'm just going to buff it in. I'm not going to contour. It's okay if it goes into the hollows of my cheek. That's all right. You know, J-Lo does that look all the time. And obviously she's insanely beautiful. Especially for her age. Jesus, she is beautiful. I'm just blowing it out. I'm not focusing on a hard, like a sharp contour, harsh line or anything like that. And take a little bit extra, run it along my jawline. I'm gonna pick a blush tone and just put a little bit on there. I want it really pigmented, picking up a lot of color. I'm also going to add just a little bit of highlighter. I got some gold highlighter and a fan brush. I'm just going to pop just a little on my cheeks. Okay, now what I love to do to finish this look, and oh, just something to let you guys know, I didn't do my upper lashes because I have false lash extensions on. I've had them on for about 3.5 weeks, so they're kind of fading away now, so they're there's not as filled in, but I'm still happy with them in this look. That's why I didn't do my mascara on my top lashes, just so you know. But if you don't and you want to do your mascara, then definitely do all your mascara. So for lips, what I love to do for a quick, simple look is I like to take a lip pencil and fill in the top. So I just like to fill in just the Cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna take a lip gloss and just apply all of that. And I hope these 3 tips and then watching me finish the look really helped you. And I hope you start to think about how you can use these 3 tips and implement them into your makeup routine to save you time. In total, for me, this saves me almost 10 minutes in my morning routine just by keeping it simple. Another bonus tip is I also plan out my look the night before in my head. It's not something I have to sit at my vanity in order to plan out and think about. I can think about it in my head, but when I know what I want and I'm up in the morning, that saves me about 3 to 5 minutes of staring at my makeup, wondering what the heck am I gonna do today? What look do I want? What am I going for? Do I have a big meeting? Do I have a big presentation? Am I just gonna be in, jeans and a hoodie all day and I'm gonna be sitting at my desk? I don't have any meetings with any clients. What am I doing that day? Because that is also how I plan out my looks. Because I always want to be presentable and professional and not work. So I hope this really helps. And if you liked it, please definitely check us out at www.dabblemakeup.com. We're offering a free mini makeup course too, where you can opt in and get that course now and take it. I'm also offering a bunch of free content, anything about makeup and confidence. That is my specialty. That's what I love to talk about. That's where my passion lies. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.